with Miss Ginger Dots Designs, and I'm so glad you stopped by today. The project that we're making today are these fun Tuck-a-Treat boxes. They are so cute and perfect for any occasion or any holiday. Inside, you can tuck chocolate squares or mini candy bars, and they just turn out so cute. They go together quickly and easily and always bring a smile to someone's face. My favorite kind of project. So let's turn the camera around and let's get stamping. Okay, let's make some boxes. So for this box, we are going to do a Halloween theme since fall is almost here. And I absolutely love this little stamp set, Playful Ghosts. It is found on online exclusives. It's not in our catalog, but it's super cute. So for today, I think we're going to use the Flying Ghost, the Bats, and Trick or Treat. And for our inks today, I've chosen 3 colors: Berry Burst, Calypso, Coral, and Daffodil Delight, and of course our Memento Black. And the papers that I've chosen, I absolutely love. Again, these are on our online exclusive. It's called Iconic Celebrations, and it's a 6x6 pack of all of these different papers, which are perfect to have on hand if you're a card maker, scrapbooker. I love making 12x12 scrapbook pages with 6x6 papers, but this is just a variety. It's great to have on hand. I mean, we're talking Halloween, Christmas, fall, weddings, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Christmas. I mean, just so many fun prints. So anyway, again, not in the catalog, is on our online exclusive, which is something that Stampin' Up! Is really doing, because there's so many products that we introduce throughout the year. They're just throwing them online, so be sure to go there and check them out. All right, we're going to start with the base of our card, and I'm going to use an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. I'm using Moody Moth. Oh, excuse me. And we're going to use this star pattern, which I think is so fun. So the first thing I want to do is cut this down to 5 by 9. Let me move my tools around a little bit. Get them out of the way. I'll be using them in a minute. But right now, I just need my paper trimmer. I love this paper trimmer because not only does it cut, it is also scoring, which most paper cutters have scoring potential, but you have to add the blade in. This paper trimmer is designed so both blades stay in, so you don't have to switch blades or go looking for your blade. So it's really fun. So the first thing we're going to do is cut, and we're going to cut this 8.5 by 11 down to a 5 by 9. That is going to be the size. Now, you do not have to write these sizes down, because at the end of the video, I'm going to give you all of the sizes and score lines and everything you need to make this box. So you can just sit back and enjoy. All right, so I've got a 5 by 9, and now I'm going to score it on 2. So the gray is the scoring blade. So I'm pushing my cutting blade out of the way, and I'm going to score. I go back and forth a couple of times so I get a nice score line. The one thing I do find with this trimmer, rather than using a scoring, I'm going to say mat. Mat's not the word. Scoring, my scoring tool is this. You have to go back and forth a couple of times, or at least I do. Maybe I don't have a heavy hand. I don't know. So we're going to score it 2, 5, and 6. And then I'm going to turn this paper half a turn, and I'm going to score it on the 4. So now we're going vertically 4, and then the 1. And we're done for now. I'm going to move my paper trimmer out of the way, and I am going to grab my scissors, and I am going to cut on this skinny line from the edge of the paper to the first fold and stop, and then I'm going to turn around and do the same on the other side. This is going to be the tabs in my box. Then, just to make it fold a little bit better, I don't have to do these perfectly. I don't have to measure anything. I'm just cutting little triangles to make tabs. And do that on the other side as well. Now, I'm using my mat. I'm absolutely in love with this Glatt mat, which again is something that we just introduced. It's on the online exclusives. Oh my gosh, for stamping, I don't need any foam like we used to do with Stampin' Up. I mean, with Close to My Heart. I just love this mat. You can ink on it, wipe it off, clean it. It's just fabulous. Okay, now that I've got that done, what I want to do before I go any further is score my lines, or fold my lines with my bone folder really well. So I want to get really good creases on everything, so when I go to put this together, it will fold easily and just everything will be squared off. So I have had bone folders for years and never really utilized them. Now I can't live without one. I don't know, maybe I'm doing more folding and stuff with Stampin' Up, card making, scrapbooking. I'm doing a little bit of it all. People ask me, well, Tina, are you primarily a scrapbooker, card maker, home decor? What's your jam? And my jam is all of it. I guess I do scrapbooking the most because I tend to keep the scrapbooking pages for myself, right? So I love that, and I've been doing it for years, before it was even a thing, really. But I also love making cards, and I love doing these kind of projects, so I kind of do it all. Okay, then this square and this square I need to cut away. So I'm going to cut it as straight as I can, and I'm going a little bit to the outside of the line. I don't know if you can see that. So instead of cutting in, like there's my line, I'm going to cut on the edge. Just makes it a little bit easier to fold. You don't have to really think about it too much, but that's just kind of my trick for making these boxes. This is the hardest part of the project, is cutting this away, especially when I'm on camera, because it's hard to cut and talk. So you can kind of see the box is taking some formation. These will go in. This is going to go like this, and that's kind of the base of my box, just like that. But I'm not quite ready yet to do that. What I want to do is I want to decorate that box and make it a little prettier. So that's where my DSP, the Iconic Celebration, comes in. And we're going to cut 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. That is my first piece, and then my second piece that I'm going to cut is 2 7/8 by 1 7/8. Oh, I still have all this. I can do another box out of it, right? All right. So this piece is going to get glued right here. And I'm going to use my green glue. This is the Tombow liquid glue. I've learned to love this stuff. What I like about it is kind of like Close to My Heart's old bonding glue. It dries clear. It's temporary until, well, it goes on white. Goes on white, dries clear. It's temporary when you put it down until it dries clear, then it becomes permanent. So if you throw it on there crooked, which I do quite a bit, then I can pull it up and get it on straight. Just like that. See, I'm moving it around a little bit. All right. So I'm going to take my bone folder, get that down really well, flip it around, and then this piece is going to go right here. I really want to try to get the edges real well. Ugh. Try not to get it on my fingers, because then I'll make a mess. Get it everywhere. All right, there we go. Do that. And press it down. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue on these tabs. And I like the front folds of my box to go to the back. So I'm going to put some glue here on my tabs. And I'm going to square it up with my cutting mat, get it square. Put these pieces here and then kind of pinch for a few minutes and hold it. Okay, hold, hold, hold. All right, then I really want these pieces to hold a little bit better, so I'm going to use my tearing tape. Oh boy, cut and tear tape. So I'm going to put a piece right here on the edge. This just gives it a little bit of a stronger hold. This is a double-sided tape, and it's stronger. It's stronger than like the tape that you buy for gifts. It's a pretty good adhesive. So I'm going to grab my pickup tool that helps me get in here to get these pieces off. I'm going to do one side at a time, and again, I want this piece to be square on my mat so I get this straight, and pinch, pinch, pinch. And then I'll do the same thing on this side. Pinch, pinch, pinch. And that looks about perfect. I just need to let this set up a little bit. So I have a cute little box. If I wanted to, I could cut another piece of paper there. You could do a to from, you could do a poem, a sentiment, whatever you want, but I'm keeping it relatively simple because I'm going to give these away. So I want to make it quick and easy, right? Okay, so the next thing I want to do is my focal point. So I am going to start, this is just a 2x2 piece of white daisy paper, and I'm going to start, we're going to use the Daffodil and Calypso Coral and my fun little spun brushes. I'm going to start with the lightest color, and you know what, let's just go ahead and do it on the mat. Let's see, can I do this without the glare? Okay, my glare's down here, so let me just do this because I want to show you how easy this is to wipe off. Okay, so I'm just keeping the paper here to keep that glare from my light ring to display on here and glare back at you. It looks a mess on camera. Okay, so I'm going to take the yellow, I'm going to start over here and go a little bit off and just work circular motions, and I'm going to do the top part of this card Daffodil Yellow. Maybe get a little more. I don't want to get too much on and get it too dark, because you can always go darker, but you can't go lighter. Okay, kind of got the edges darker, the middle a little bit lighter, and that was the look that I was looking for. And now I'm going to come in with my Calypso Coral. Close that and get that out of the way. Okay, and we're going to come in with Calypso Coral. Again, start over here. I don't want it too dark, especially with the orange, the darker colors come in a little bit darker. And then I'm going to do my circular motions, and I'm going to come in, try to get it as smooth as I can, using close to my heart White Daisies paper, which we just found out yesterday, that's one of the products Stampin' Up! Is going to continue to carry. So yay, I love our White Daisy paper. All right, that's going to be my background. Okay, so let me close this up. I'm going to use my Clorox wipes now. I don't use these on my stamps. I know some of you have done it, but if you use these on your stamps, they will cause your stamps to eventually crack. But I always keep them handy, number one, for my hands, and number two, for cleaning my glass mat. So I'm just going to wipe that up, and look. And guess what? I didn't mess up my paper. I can still use my paper. So there we go. All right, let me throw this away real quick, and let's get on with it. All right, so I am going to stamp Trick or Treat in the corner of this piece that I just colored with my ink pads. So we have I said purple, not purple, berry burst. And then I'm going to come in with my black and do some bats. I'm going to press a little bit harder on the black because it's a felt pad, and mine's getting old. I will probably need to replace it. Just going to do some random bats. And for now, I'm going to leave this here. I might add some more. I doubt it, but I might. And then we need to do our friendly ghost, right? So I'm going to get a piece of white cardstock, just scrap that I had laying around. I'm going to ink this up. And again, I'm pressing harder than I normally would. My ink pad's old. I need to order a new one, but last I looked, they were out of stock. So, or just order the re-inker, right? Okay. I got a good image. And then I'm going to bring my markers in and color them in. Now, one thing I always do when I've got like a white ghost is I want to outline him in gray, and it just kind of makes them pop. So I like to do these for rabbits, ghosts, and it looks darker when I'm doing this, but as it dries, the gray will be a little bit lighter. And then our markers, these are our Stampin' Blends. This is one. So you get two for, I think they're $11, around $11. They last forever. They have two tips, a skinny tip and a fat tip for however you're coloring. So I'm going to color, I always start with my, not always, 95% of the time start with my lightest color. And I'm going to color his cape in the lighter of the two colors. I'm using the thicker tip. Trying not to press down hard. They bleed a little bit, which that's how they're supposed to go, so I don't press hard on the edges. And again, it's very difficult to color on camera, so give me a little grace if I color outside the lines. So I do the lighter color, and then I come back. I'll go with my thin edge here. We see that shows you thick edge, thin edge, and I'm going to outline it to kind of make this pop. And give it some dimension so it doesn't look like it's just a flat purple. And that gives it, I don't know, it's pretty dark on here. Let me see. Can you see that? So there you go. All right, rather than sit here, because these pieces are really little, like the hat, if you can see that. I don't think it's bleeding. I've already colored, so just because it takes a lot of time when you're doing these small pieces. So anyway, I have colored my ghost. And I've put some dimensionals on the back of him. So I'm going to peel those off, and I'm going to stick this right here. But you know what? Before I do it, I'm going to put it to the side. I forgot. You know me, I always like my wacky lines, so I'm going to add wacky lines. I'm using our skinny Stampin' Up! Journaling marker. I'm using the skinnier side, and I'm just going to do my wacky lines. I just think this adds a little pop to your artwork. I try not to do this on every project, but 90% of my projects have wacky lines on them. It's just a thing. And they don't have to be perfect. They can be crooked. We can double line them, whatever you want to do. And then that is going to go, this piece is going to go to the front of our box. And he's going to go about right there. He hangs off a little bit, but that's okay. Look how cute. Can you see that? Cute, cute, cute. Okay. So now, wait a minute. Did I mess up? No, I didn't mess up, but that doesn't fit, right? It hangs over. So what you're going to do is I take my two index fingers and push in kind of with my fingernail, and take my thumb and my middle finger and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And Stampin' Up's cardstock is thicker than what we carried with Close to My Heart. So I have to really pinch, right? I have to really pinch. And then this is going to come down here, and he is going to go right here. But wait a minute, how am I going to close this box? Well, I just got some Velcro dots. And you can get these at Walmart or wherever, a craft store probably. And I'm going to, there's two pieces, a male and a female, I like to say. And I'm going to put that right here. And I'm going to really press it down on that side. And then I'm going to carefully peel this back off. Pinch, 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 and put that down. Then I'm going to have to, again, carefully pull these apart. Kind of put my fingernail there to hold it. And then I come into the inside of the box and really press. All right, and look it. And then you can really, and you know what? I can even take the edge of this tool and really crease that, okay? And then that's going to go right there. See, there's your side of the box. It's almost like a little milk carton, right? Perfect for chocolate square or some mini-size candy bars. And then I'm going to glue this right here to the top half, not the whole thing. Let me go ahead and undo it for that. Pop that out. So I'm going to glue it about right there. Kind of center it and line it up. And voila. Move that around. Make sure I'm going to have to let that dry now. But look what a cute little Halloween box. How fun. And it's not too scary. I don't like scary stuff. I like cutesy stuff. I'm not big into Halloween. But, you know, I love to watch the children come by for trick-or-treats. So I'm going to make a bunch of these. Here's another one that I did. I used the Potion and Spells online exclusive stamp set for this because a lot of my friends have cats and, you know, little Hocus Pocus black cat. So I thought that one turned out cute. And here I'm going to give you a sneak peek. Here's a Christmas gingerbread house that I did. This has not been released yet. You can watch for this the first week of September. But there's a couple variations. How cute would these be for bridal teas or any kind of luncheon or, you know, school giveaways, business meetings, whatever. Just something super fun. Anyway, that's all I have. If you like my channel, please hit subscribe and follow. That really helps me get out there, and I appreciate it so much. And again, go visit my website, MissGingerDots.com, and that's where all the dimensions for the box will be, as well as all of the instructions. So thanks so much. I hope you have a crafty day, and I would love to see all of the treat boxes that you make. Thanks for watching.